Hi everyone, my name is Lucy. Welcome to my channel Simple Sunday Afternoons. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a beef stew in a different way. I'm making beef carbonate. This beef stew is very easy, simple to make with very few ingredients, but it's delicious and it has a secret ingredient which you might not thought you could use for stewing. So please join me in my kitchen to make this delicious, wonderful beef stew, beef carbonate.
For this recipe, I'm preparing 6 pounds or 2.724 kilograms of round roast. You can also buy the beef for stew that come already cut by the butcher in the supermarket. 2 very large onions cut in half and sliced in big chunks. 1.5 cup or 350 milliliters of each chicken broth and beef broth. I mix them both together. A pack of mushrooms, and this is completely optional. If you don't like mushrooms, you don't need to use mushrooms. And this is my secret ingredient. This is malt. We Puerto Rican drink malt like they are pop sodas. This is a black liquid and is something similar to the black beer, but it doesn't have any alcohol in it. And in fact, you can use dark beer if you cannot find malt in your area or supermarket. This is cider vinegar. I'm using about 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters. 6 tablespoons or 79 grams unbleached all-purpose flour. 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters of tomato paste. A bunch of fresh thyme tied with kitchen twine so I can fish them out later on. These are bay leaves. I'm using about 6 leaves of bay leaves. Six mashed garlic cloves. You know I cannot cook without my garlic. Salt and pepper. And about 6 tablespoons or 90 milliliters of vegetable oil. And the first thing I do is to remove all excess fat from the meat. And then I cut them in slices of about 1 inch thickness. Once they are cut and sliced, then I cut them in big square chunks. When this meat is cooked, it's going to be very tender, so it doesn't matter how big the chunks are. Then I sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I'm going to sear them in my big Dutch oven. Make sure the Dutch oven is really hot with about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. It will take 15 to 20 minutes for the liquids to evaporate and then to the meat start searing in each side. While the meat is browning in a separate frying pan, I'm going to saute the onions. Make sure you put about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and the oil is very hot. Then I sprinkle some salt and pepper into the onions. Turn them until they are completely translucent. Once the onions are starting to get translucent, then I add the garlic. And this is 6 mashed garlic cloves. Saute the onions with the garlic, and then we can add the tomato paste. And the pan is still in high temperature. Once we have all these ingredients together, the onions with the garlic and tomato paste, then I add the flour. And then just mix everything together. And this portion is done. Now that the meat is completely brown, then I'm going to go ahead and add the mixture of the onions, garlic, tomato paste, and flour to the meat. Just mix everything together and the stove still in high temperature. Once everything is mixed together, then I add the liquids. These are the two broth, chicken broth and beef broth, and the malt liquid. As I mentioned, you can use beer. This will give the meat a nice sweetness and a malt taste. Also the cider vinegar. Add the bay leaves to the mixture and the bunch of thyme tied together. I tie them with the kitchen twine so I can fish them out later on. Stir everything, and I'm going to let this mixture comes to a boiling. And if you like mushrooms, this is the time to add the mushrooms. Also, I'm going to taste for salt, in case I have to add a little bit more salt. Always taste before you add salt. Once it starts boiling, then I partially cover the Dutch oven, and very carefully I'm going to transfer the pot from the stove to the oven. I'm going to let it cook for 1 hour, partially covered, at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. After an hour, I uncover and let it cook for an additional hour, so in total is 2 hours. After the 2 hours, remove from the oven and fish out the thyme. And this is the result, a very tender beef. I'm serving this recipe over rice. I hope you like this recipe and that you try it soon. If you like this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe to my channel to see more recipes such as this one. I hope to see you next time and thanks for watching.